Hey there guys, Statsa here, and today I'll be answering the question of the challenge you never took on and what happens when it results in total collapse. So you've probably had a lot of really cool ideas in your life, maybe about changing something or growing something or even inventing something. Please take note that probably only one or two of these ideas will ever come into tangibility in your lifetime. The reason being is that most of these ideas never come past one simple initiative, and that initiative is simply to start. Even though it only takes one moment, it usually takes people up to 1 or 10 or even 100 years to actually go ahead and do it. And what's more is that most never really make the decision to do so at all. The reason being is that the more we think about making a decision outside of our comfort zone, the less we're actually willing to go ahead and try it out. Our mind has a natural inclination to just find issues with your plans, and it also plants seeds of doubt in your mind, trying to protect you from failure. The truth is, your mind is probably right. You're probably gonna fail, and things are likely gonna fall apart, leaving you to not really know what to do. However, every single useful habit or every single useful piece of knowledge that you've ever really gotten out of life was usually in result of trial and error, or something in which you had to take on a challenge or do something outside of your comfort zone. No matter how many times you start to crumble or get pushed down or begin to lose on whatever you're trying, just keep in mind that it only takes one success for you to learn something that could be absolutely invaluable. Any successful entrepreneur or any really successful creative person, you'll come to find that they had a huge, and I mean a massive, amount of failures accompanied by what they eventually found successful. And who knows? Your success could be massive, and actually at least bigger than any of the doubts you've had before. For this video, I wanted to do something kind of special for you guys, so I went ahead and made a double asteroid base alongside an actual fantasy painting. The asteroid bases took an hour each, and the fantasy painting took about 2.5 hours in total. And to be quite frank, that fantasy painting is a little bit outside of my comfort zone because I tend to just do sci-fi stuff. But I think the results are pretty good, and for going outside of my comfort zone, I think it turned out pretty well. I've come to find that people learn the most things, especially when getting into a new skill, when they jump right into it and start trying things out and playing around with what they have. There is one issue though, and that's when you start understanding the medium, you tend to kind of consolidate it down to steps that you're comfortable with, which is all fine and dandy, but it doesn't leave too much room for experimentation. So my creative tip for you this week is to actually try that out again. What I mean is, for every painting that you do that's within your comfort zone, try doing a painting or something absolutely wild that's completely outside of your comfort zone as well. So you could probably split it down to just doing 50-50. I say this because every habit that you've picked up at one point in time was an experiment or something you had to take time to really discover. A baby will likely fall 100 times to start learning how to walk, and same thing here, you're probably gonna fail 100 paintings trying new things out, only to find that you found a really incredible new way to do art or whatever creative thing you do. Now, this actually concludes the Untold Habits of Successful People series. I hope you enjoyed it, and I have a whole bunch of fun stuff planned for next Saturday. Before I go, I would really like to ask, what's one thing outside of your comfort zone that you've never really taken the time or initiative to do but would love to? Please let me know down below. I'll see you guys next week, and remember that nothing awesome happens within your comfort zone.